morning. Hold on one second. All right, so good morning, man. It's about 6:35. Yep, about 6:35. I think today's hump day or something. Wednesday. And you know what, bro? You know what I come to realize? Is that you can't save everybody. And this is why you can't save everybody, because everybody is not meant to be like ambitious, or everybody's not gonna have discipline. You know, you know, some people are living in a delusional world, man. Like the short ball guy. That boy's delusional, man. He's talking about, well, I want somebody to love me for me. And I'm not into leading with your wallet. I'm like, bro, listen to how you say. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying that you want somebody to love you for you, and you don't believe in leading with your wallet. But then you look at your situation from the outside. You done had 9 or 10 year droughts, and you don't see that you could be stuck in that situation for the rest of your life. You don't think that money can save you from the situation that you're in right now? You thinking that some female is gonna look past you being 5'4", below average looking in the face? You gotta be delusional, bro. That's delusion talking, bro. Nah, you ain't gotta be delusional. You are delusional, bro. You are. You feel me? This guy is delusional. And he's not being realistic. He's not being realistic, bro. You gotta be realistic in this world, man. You can't live in a delusional mindset. He's gonna be stuck there for years to come. And he's still uploading videos. He still ain't went out there and changed himself. You know, he still haven't changed. You know, he's uploading one video after the next talking about, yeah, man, leading with your wallet ain't good, bro. I'm like, do you act like you have a choice, bro? You know, the fucking delusion is real. You acting like you got a choice, man. You got no choice but to like get money, bro. Feel what I'm saying? You have no choice. I hate when people are living in a delusional mindset. It's like some of these leftover women, bro. They think that just because they got standards that somebody's gonna come along and meet those standards. No. And this is what's gonna cause motherfuckers to get old and alone, bro, because they living in a fantasy world. They're not being realistic. You know. You know. They're not being realistic, bro. I'm like, bro, you are 5'4". You know, you are 5'4", below average looking in the face. Your eye area is all jacked up, and you talking about how you want a woman that can love you for you, and we just click together, you know, like a seatbelt. Boy, you ain't counting the years that's going by, and you've been struggling. If something is broken, you gotta spend time to fix it, bro. You can't leave it unbroke, or you can't think that think that it's gonna fix itself. You feel what I'm saying? If something is broken and it's been broken for 8 or 9, 10 years, you know, it's been broken for 8 or 9, 10 years. Don't you think you should fix it? Because it's going to continue to be broken for another 8 or 9, 10 years. What's up with it? Sean Breezy, that guy's done. Yeah, stick a fork in that guy, bro. He talking that delusional talk, man. You know? You're delusional, bro. Yep, only the strong survive out here, yep. I mean, his last video was some real delusional talk, and I see why he's in this situation. You know, he doesn't want to build, bro. He wanna complain, bro. Like, bro, you 5'4", and you've been in 9 or 10 year droughts. 9 or 10 year droughts, though, bro. Really? See, I'm kind of, you know what? I'm realistic about my situation, man. I'm not living in a delusional mindset. I know I gotta get this money. You feel me? I know that I gotta better myself to have a better chance in dating. So that's why I'm chasing the bag right now. But him, this dude right here, he's completely delusional, bro. He's living in a delusional mindset, and he thinks that, you know, there's some magical wine out there that can make everything happen for him. He's sitting back, he's waiting for somebody to deliver a girlfriend or a wife, you know, on his doorstep with just a magical wand, you know, abracadabra, you know, poof, hocus pocus. he thinks that a genie is gonna come out of the bottle somewhere, bruh, and grant him his wishes and shit like that. That's the type of delusional talk that he's talking right now. You know, he thinks that something's gonna fall out of the sky. You know, a girlfriend's gonna fall out of the sky someday. You know, or he believes in that God in the sky that's gonna deliver him a girlfriend. Boy, that's that delusional talk, boy. Or a wife, or you know what I'm saying? You know, he better wake up. He better, he better, man, he spent 10 years crying and complaining. And he could have, within that time, he could have been building something. But some guys are not builders. Some guys are finished. Some guys won't make it. You feel what I'm saying? Some guys are they ain't gonna make it, bro. You know? And it's just a matter of time before this guy jumps off a bridge somewhere, bro. He's not stable in the head, bro. He's not mentally stable. He's living in delusional mindset, like some of these leftover women on these leftover channels I be watching. You know, some of these leftover women on these leftover channels I be watching, and they are delusional too. They're like waiting for some tall, rich, handsome man that's gonna come and give them a ring, you know, and marry them. You know, and they go to their 30s believing this, and by the time they get to their 30s, it's a tad it's a tad bit late. You know, it's a tad bit late to get married and have children already. You're past your prime already. You spent like years waiting and being picky and choosy, having high standards for no apparent reason. You know, these women got high standards, but they average at best looking. I'm like, damn, this is what's gonna keep a lot of women single, man. And now men are delusional, bro. Elliot Rodgers was delusional, bro. He was in his own little world, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he started shooting at people, and you know, and then he killed himself. Like, bruh, you know, it's just a matter of time before this guy jumps off a bridge, man. This dude is on suicide watch, man. I'm telling you, you know, I hate to say that about the brother, but man, bruh, yo, the way you are, bruh, the way you saying things right now, it's got me kind of worried, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to his channel, bruh. I had to go to his channel, bro. I had to try to talk some sense into him, bro, but he ain't listening, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't listening to me, man. This guy is cooked. I mean, this guy is cooked. You know, this nigga is cooking like a pancake on a hot day on the sidewalk, bro. He's cooked. He's fit. Pour some butter and some syrup on that motherfucker, bro. You finished. You're finished. Finished. put some eggs and bacon on the side. He's warm food, bro. Yeah. sizzling on the side, some eggs and bacon sizzling on the sidewalk, along with some pancakes. He's done. You know, uh, he's been defeated, bro. Yeah, he do. You know, like, bro, you gotta get out here and get money. He don't think he needs to do that, bro. He don't think that he needs to achieve things to like to get him out of the situation. You know, money is the only way out for his ass. That's the only way out for you, bro. There's no other way, man. Would you think there's another way? Show me. Show me, and I'll show you that you're delusional, bro. Show me is there another way, bro, to get out of this situation, bro, right now. Show me. You know, show me if there's another. You know, show me if there's another way. He ain't got another way, bro. He's already done for. He's finished, bro. Look, I would not lie to you, bro. I struggle too. And my age is really one of the reasons why I struggle, because I'm 45 already, man. I'm supposed to have some money already, man. You know, but I'm not struggling like him. At least I could go get me a below average looking woman. He don't got that option. You know the reason why he struggles? Because the women on his looks level are checking for guys like me. You know, Sub 5 Stalker thought she deserved me. Nah, you deserve that guy. You know, the bald guy. You deserve him. That's your face match. You go after him. You know, you going after a lot of these Sub 5 females. They go after average looking men, bro. They target men who are above them. Like the fat chick over here at Starbucks with her pretty ass friend. That's a 7.5. With Miss, I'm gonna call her Miss 7.5. Okay, that's her new name, Miss 7.5. You know, she be trying to shoot her shot with me, and I'm like, go with the below average looking guy. You're fat. You don't have any curves. You're flat on both sides. No ass, no titties. You're not desirable. You don't even have a pretty face. She's lacking in all areas. And she's in that delusional mindset too, thinking that she deserves a guy on my level. You must be smoking. You see, people are delusional, bro. Like, you can't help them. The reason why I upload this video, because I see that I cannot help everybody, man. They got that delusional mindset, bro, and it's real. Oh yeah, you don't think that delusion is real? It's real, bro. It's real. Just like them seagulls right there waiting for me to feed them. You know, it's real. You know, it's real. Like in their mind, they thinking that they don't have to go out there and get money and leave with their wallet. Like, nigga, you are sub 5, 5'4", bro. Like, bro, you don't think, bro, ain't nothing wrong with leading with your wallet as long as you're getting some of the kitty cat, man. I told you, imitation crab tastes better than no crab at all. It don't taste better than the real crab, but at least you got some type of crab on your goddamn plate, man. You know, like some of them, when you go to the store at Safeway, you know, they got that seafood salad over there in the deli section, and it's still good salad, man. It ain't real crab. It got that imitation crab inside that shit, bro. Hell, you got to settle for the false stuff, for the fake stuff, and it's still good. It's still, you know, imitation crab is still good. Don't get me wrong. You know, but that's all he can get right now. He can't get the real shit. If he gets money, he gonna get that imitation crab. Okay, meaning that the women are gonna be false. They're not gonna be real. But at least he's getting laid. He got options. You feel what I'm saying? At least these women will let you stick it in them. You know what I'm saying? When you got enough money, you feel what I'm saying? You don't see Tyrese complaining, bro. He's dating the women that he want to date, but Tyrese is below average looking. He's like a 4 in looks, okay? Especially because he got older. He's below average looking, below average looking. He got beady eyes, man. Tyrese he got beady eyes, but he's not complaining. But he's getting the women that he desires, bro, and that's all that matters. This guy is delusional, bro. What's up with it, Cradle? I'm in the same boat. No, not me. I still got below average looking women coming after me, bro, making passes at me and shit. He don't have his face match. You know what I'm saying? Or either that or he don't want to settle for a woman around his looks level. But I can see he's 5'4", so his options are very limited. But at the same time, he's acting like he got a whole lot of options, bro. You hear what I'm saying? Me? Nah, I'm not in the same boat, man. I just had a stalker female who tried to stalk me. You forgot about that, Credo? Boy, that woman, she didn't want to leave me alone, bro. I repeatedly told her I did not want to be with her, bro. Man, you forgot about that part, huh? Hell no, we're not in the same boat. I still got women making passes at me. Now they're below average looking. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm used to. I'm used to the average woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you can't save this guy worth squat, bro. Like, you can keep on trying to save him, but he's not gonna listen to you. He's too delusional, bro. Just listen to what he's saying. Listen to that last video, man. Listen to that delusional talk. Listen to that delusional talk. Like, bro, you don't even have below average looking women checking for you, bro. Because guess what? Dudes like me are fucking your face match, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sub 5 female, below average looking, 5'4", or 5 foot or whatever. From 5 foot to 5'4". I'm seeing dudes that are average looking out here with below average looking women. So he ain't getting nothing, bro. He got nothing. He has nothing. Just like Facing Elements said, bro. When you're below average looking, you get nothing. It ain't like you get low quality scraps or you get women that are left over. You get nothing. That's what Facing Elements said, bro. Bruh, he's done for, bruh. He's gonna live a life of solitude for the rest of his life, bro. Because he thinks that he doesn't have to go out there and make that money and become a millionaire. At his point, he gotta become a millionaire. Oh, he's toast, bro. Yeah, don't put me in the same boat as him, bro. I got options, but they're very bad options. I don't like my options. You think I like that female in Starbucks that that I'm visible to? Nah, I'd rather have the female that works there, bro. The female that's a 5 or a 6 in looks. I'd rather have her than a female that's a 2 in looks. She's basically a 2, bro. A 2 or a 3, somewhere around there. Her and Sub 5 Stalker are on the same level with looks. No. Flat on both sides, no titties, no ass. You deserve short ball guy. Yeah. Don't put me on in the same bracket as him, bro. He can't find nothing. At least I got a muscular body, man. He doesn't. And I'm definitely better looking in the face than that motherfucker is, bro. And I'm 45 years old. And he younger than me. But it's all about genetics, though. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, me and him not on the same level at all, and we not in the same boat. It's the fact that I'm in a different boat. He's in a different boat. You know, I'm in the other boat right next to him, where I'm getting only below average looking women. I mean, yeah, when I'm getting only below average looking checking for me, approaching me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, you can't help the delusional people, bro. You know, they got a sick mindset, bro. It's a sickness inside the head. Like Elliot Rodger, he was sick, bro. He needed help, bro. He needed a psychiatrist to talk to, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, he was sick, bro. You can't help delusional people, bro. They don't think that they gotta better themselves so they can get female attention. They don't think they have to work harder than the average guy. I mean, yeah, the average guy or the above average guy, the Chads and Tyrones. Like, bro, like, what are you thinking? You think you're a Chad or a Tyrone? You don't think you have to get out there and work harder than me and Chad and Tyrone, the motherfuckers who are above me. You hear what I'm saying? Nah, that means you gotta be faithful and committed to your dream. You know, you gotta be faithful and committed to your craft and build wealth. You have to spend a lot of time doing that, or you ain't gonna get nothing else, bro. You feel me? You're not gonna get anything. You feel what I'm saying? He's not gonna get anything out of life, bro. He's not gonna be able to win at life if he doesn't stay committed to his craft. But it's already too late. I don't think you can, like, all of a sudden become a go-getter out of nowhere. I mean, there are some cases where dudes they got tired of their situation and they said, fuck it, I'm gonna change my life for the better. Yeah, I'm gonna change. I'm good. But then, no, most of the time, no. Most of the time, if a dude ain't hit like, if he hit like 30 something and he ain't like got no ambition or no drive, it's pretty much a wrap for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, bro, I always been an ambitious dude. I just got distracted with women, chasing women when I was in my 20s. You feel what I'm saying? I got distracted. You feel me? You know, I got distracted by women in my prime. And now I don't have that distraction no more. So it's all fair game, smooth sailing, bro. All the way to the goal with no distractions. You feel what I'm saying? But I always been an ambitious guy. I went to Brazil twice. I halfway speak Portuguese. Fala comigo. To the bang, to the boat. You know, I studied martial arts for like 12 years. Received some belts up under my waist. You know what I'm saying? I got a high cord in capoeira, which is a purple cord. I nearly became master after a while, bro. Got that purple cord, man. I remember when I got my purple cord, man, I was so proud. You feel me? That's a high cord in capoeira, by the way. It goes white, yellow, orange, blue, green, and purple. So I know what it's like to like accomplish something. And the mestre wouldn't give you a green or a purple cord if he felt like you didn't deserve it. You feel what I'm saying? If he felt like you didn't deserve that cord, he wasn't gonna give it to you. Because I remember, this is all related to what I'm saying. You know, I'm not in a delusional mindset or anything like that. But, you know, I remember like, um, and this has something to do with delusional thinking too. I remember when I was a blue cord, and when it came to the Batizado to get the green, my mestre held me back. He didn't want to give it to me. And in the second year of getting my green, he held me back again. And on the third one, was it the third one? Yeah. The third year, he held me back again, and I got pissed off. And I was wondering how come he held me back. I was mad. I thought he was hating on me, man. But the mestre in Brazil and some few other like high courts, they looked at my game and they said, "Oh, you need to have more flexibility. Microphone, you don't have flexibility. You don't have enough." You know, it's like they picking you apart and telling you what's wrong, bro. Like what you need to fix in your game. You need more flexibility. You need more speed. You need more accuracy. You need more timing. You don't have none of that. So I said, oh. So I was telling I was like, man, asking my mestre, like, bro, how come you didn't tell me before the Batizado? You just gonna hold my cord back. But there's people on the outside telling you, don't be delusional, bro. Your game ain't all that tight. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I took a trip to Brazil, came back better than before, and I got my green cord. You feel what I'm saying? He finally gave me my green cord because he saw that I improved, that I worked hard, and I trained almost every single day. Down in Brazil, I trained hard, man. Them cats out there, man, they don't play. We talking about 3 or 4 hours of training, man. Whew. And my game got better. Even the mestre in Brazil, who said that I didn't deserve the green cord because I didn't have enough flexibility. And I went down there, I started training, and after about a month or two of training hard, he was like, "Microphone getting better." Now this is the mestre, the master of capoeira down there in Brazil saying that. He said it in Portuguese. You know, "Microphone getting better." To my other friend. That's what my friend had told me down there that I was hanging out with. And he was like, he told me, he was like, "Yeah, Mr. Jamola said," that was his name, Mr. Jamola. Mr. Jamola said that you're getting better, man. He's like, "Man, Microphone getting better." Because I was listening to motherfuckers, what they were saying, that I needed more flexibility, so I started stretching more. You know, I'm humble, you know, I humbled myself, bro. I'm not gonna be big and say I got it all wrapped up when I don't. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna be out here talking about, yeah, it's all good, I don't need to fix my game. But people on the outside, they're gonna tell you, nah, man, you don't have enough flexibility, bro. You delusional, bro. To think that mestre deserves to give you a cord when you ain't been working hard. They're not gonna graduate you if you ain't been working hard. And then after that, I humbled myself and I got my purple cord. Like about 2 years later after that, I got a purple cord because I learned that to listen to what other people are telling me, what I need to fix in my game. You know what I'm saying? It's called being humble, bro. This guy, short hat guy, or short fat guy, or short bald guy, or whatever his name is, he's not humble. He's not soaking up the information that motherfuckers is telling him, bro. Especially coming from an OG, bro. I'm like 15 years older than him, bro. He's near 30. He's like 29 years old. Okay? And I'm telling you, bro, what you need to fix in your game. You need to get your finances all the way up. Not saving money, you know what I'm saying? Not this and that. You need to get your finances all the way up. And you need to get that leg surgery that you need to get. Add about 4 or 5 more inches, bro. It'd be a night and day difference. You have a better chance at survival. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to save that money, man. He don't want to. He don't want to save that money. He doesn't want to go through the pain of suffering to get to where you gotta go. So yeah, he's done for it, bro. He's not gonna change, bro. You can't reach him. He's in a delusional world, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, he just gave up. He got discouraged. Some guys just got discouraged and gave up. But why give up? You still living though. Why fight for what's right? Why not fight for what's, for your right to live good? By being persistent in your craft, bro. Bruh, what are you doing? Every man's supposed to have a goal, or every man's supposed to be chasing the bag. You're supposed to be doing that. You ain't doing what you were supposed to do. That's why you suffering. You running away from self-improvement all the way, bro. Get out. Let me see your car. Let me see this nigga's car, bro. Tell this motherfucker, get out that fucking car and let me see your car, bro. If your car is just a Nissan, Toyota, or something like that, a $35,000 or $40,000 car, you're not trying hard enough. If you got even a $50,000 or $60,000 car, you're not trying hard enough, bro. That's not good enough for you. Nah, you got to be jumping out of a high-end car, a AMG, the highest car, the highest end. You guys are killing me. I don't got no food this morning, man. Talking to look at the fucking goddamn. They're all waiting, bro. They're like, are you gonna feed us or what, bro? He need to be jumping out of a high-end car, bro. Like, at this point, we're talking about Ferraris, Lamborghinis, bro. Like, and it's all possible if he just set a long-term for himself, a long-term goal, and get off this internet crying about the situation that he's in. Yeah, I'm in a fucked up situation too. I get it. I know. I got like below average looking women always checking for me, bro. Fuck that. I don't want no below average looking woman, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You got women and men in delusional mindsets, bro. Thinking that they deserve more than they deserve. That's what it is. That's delusion talking, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's delusion talking, bro. Nah, the money is what's gonna save you, bro. He don't think that leading with your wallet, okay, that shows me that he has no ambition. He lacks ambition. A lot of cats do. They lack ambition, bro. That's the reason why they're stuck, like Chuck. And it's gonna be 10 more years. He gonna be in that situation, bro. I guarantee in the next 10 years, he's still gonna be on the internet crying, bro. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later, he gonna be crying, talking about, yeah, man, I'm still here, bro. I mean, if he survives, I mean, he's already talking about suicide, man. Just like Renegade 1 was, bro. Renegade 1 was talking about suicide, and he actually did it. He killed himself. Like, damn, these dudes are offing themselves instead of getting out here working hard. All he got to do is fix himself, bro. Like, what's his name? All he got to do is change his height, his surgery. And I even, like went into the comment section and suggest that he get height surgery. He said, man, I would never get height surgery. I said, oh, this guy's finished, bro. Oh, man. That's what he said back to me in the comment section, bro. I said, oh, damn, you're finished. You're going to be there for the rest of your life, bro. At least within 5 years, you can save up that $60,000 and come out of that situation that you in. And you get jaw surgery too, man. Height and jaw surgery. That would make a difference, bro. Now, you can't fix your eye area. You know, man, you can't fix that. But you can fix your height, your jaw, and your finances. Dumbass. To have a more fuller jaw, you feel what I'm saying? You know, he's not going to be able to do that, bro. The guy, he's reckless, probably with his spending. He's not really saving a whole lot of money. He say he saves money, but how much money have you gotten saved up? I mean, is it 100 grand? Do you have 100 grand saved up? If you do, you better put that into height surgery, bro. Or figure out how you're going to get that money to get into height surgery, bro. He's not going to do that. He'd rather whine and cry like a little girl, like a little baby, you know, because that's what girls do. They cry, you know what I'm saying, whine and complain. You might as well stick a bottle in that nigga's mouth, bro, because he's like a baby, a big-ass, huge baby, bro, that's crying because he's not getting what he needs or he's not getting what he wants. Stop that fucking crying, bro. It's not going to help, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. Stop that crying out here, bro. You're delusional talking, bro. You know. And you are weak. You're weak, bro. Who taught you to be weak, bro? Was it your parents, bro? Was it your dad? Was it your mom, your auntie, your cousins? They taught you how to be weak. You know what? Tupac was in the same situation too, man. Tupac was real skinny and short. But he got out there and he made a difference, bro. He started rapping, you know what I'm saying, and made himself successful, bro. Because he was a small frame dude, bro. And women wasn't checking for him, bro. But he had a big heart, though. You know what I'm saying? He had discipline about himself. You know. Let that rejection make you better. Don't let the rejection make you weaker, bro. You feel me? But I'm gonna go inside this cafe, man. And I'm gonna get me a cheese bagel this morning, man. And we're gonna work out again. You feel me? You know, but I'll see y'all when I come out of here, though. You know what I'm saying? He's letting the rejection make him weaker instead of making him more determined to get that money, bro. You see what I'm saying? He's not feeding off the energy around him to make him better. He's feeding off the energy around him to make him weaker. He's becoming more weak with every single rejection that he gets, instead of becoming more strong and come out on top like a champion. You feel what I'm saying? And like you said, man, only the strong survive out here, bro. Not the weak. The weak will perish. I'm going to say it again. The weak will perish. I got to go, because I got to get in here and drink some water and get me some, give me a cream cheese bagel. This is my first cream cheese bagel of the week. I usually have about 2 of those a week, and that's about it, man. No, it's the second big cream. I think it's the second cream cheese bagel. No, it's the second one. So I won't be having another cream cheese bagel until Monday. You guys have a good day. I'm out. Don't let rejection make you weak. Let it make you strong. I'm out.